all the way. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And now they'll shift things around. In motion is Anderson. Right back to him on first down. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Alexander. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
19 Tiger.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Alexander. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Alexander. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37.
Cardinal.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9.
Get it. 70 Lions. Cougar 19. Unlock Lions. Ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Throw left side complete. That's Horton. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some could.
That's caught inside the 20. 77 yards. And the Giants will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Go! Cougar 19! Go!
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ready!
That's caught by Tucker. Momentum gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Ready! Gravity line!
Back to throw. Fernandez. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run, and he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 20. Dart going to look to throw here. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he goes out right around the 39.
That's a gain of 9.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. From the gun, here's Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Jeremy Crawshaw.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football on 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Yeah, looks like they'll move things around here. On first down, it's Alexander. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air, Dart. That one complete to Liga. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll go play action here with Dart. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Harrison Beavis
kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Running left is Walker. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Ready, set.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 19. Lions.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. Ready, ready.
Here's Walker. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Xavier Legette, 65 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Seahawks 6. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Go.
Back to throw. Fernandez. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Nice. Bronco 80. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Fernandez. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Got a man. That's Legette.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now Dart. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Jeremy Crawshaw.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
A few moving pieces of a head play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
All that Drake, you got to chill. I've on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
23 yards. First down, Giants.
Here's Dart. Touchdown! Xavier Legette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Harrison Vivas to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Vivas to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Over the middle, complete. It's Horton. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now. 19. Tighten up.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is a big up there as that
on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Ready? 60 Eagles. Panther 60. Panther 60. Top low 18. Mustang 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. He finds Jayden Reed. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk like 15.
He's coming, double up.
Off the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Come on. Set. Panther 6.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the left side, looked in by Horton. To the gain of 5. And it'll be second down. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good.
But he certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Tucker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
60 by 70.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
He was brought down by
in on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
4 yards.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Third down and 6.
Right there, baby. Cowboy.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent there. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
First carry here for their running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. And we all like to see Chico. So bring yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low if you want this dude. Now take it to
from the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 2.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cut that team, cut that team. 60 Eagles. Check. Let's get in, watch your keep. Go.
They'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Looking to throw, Dart. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Breaks a tackle. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Fernandez. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. That's caught by Tucker. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down. brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before him. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go. 18 card.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A give for Walker running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Mustang 19. Deputy.
Here's 2nd and 8. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring him in off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
And now here is another interception. Down the left sideline. Well, he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. You know, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
They're hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Hey, alert motion.
Throwing his dart. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense, And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 4 yards out. And the Giants start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down. Inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing harder. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
At the 17-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
60, jab 60. Ready. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Fernandez. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. That one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Well, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Warriors 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This is caught by Tucker. And he's going to have the Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go! 70 Lions. Buck. I'm coming.
Back to throw again. Walker with the grab, left side. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Viking 18 Rattler. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. Get down on their side of the field, get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Cowboy 80. Hey, we working up the wide receiver. We working. Let go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tag. 19 Tiger. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Fernandez. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
From the outlet incomplete, it's Dixon. They picked up 5 yards last time, now they double it and get 10 here.
The fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here, and they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began. And the running back, absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Langford bringing it in. Jackson left side. Still going inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least get one score back. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for two.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter. Really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more plays. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Langford.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Langford.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. That was one that I kind of saw coming, Charlie. That free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the two corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
He completes this to Walker.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
At the 42-yard line.
Bronco 80. Go.
2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready. 19, Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Fernandez. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Now, the Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.